White women have been heavily loved for centuries, from Marilyn Monroe all the way back to the first queen of England. Like, it's no question that white has always been the beauty standard of the world. Personally, not mine, but for most people, especially when it comes to white women with women of color features. You know, like a fat ass, nice lips, things of that nature. But anyways, I'm gonna get to this video before I start yapping again. So let me get straight to it. White girls that most dudes want. This is a list of celebrity white girls who have always been shown an insane amount of love on the internet. Let me know if y'all want to see a part 2. And yeah, let me get to it. First up, Kylie Jenner. The run that Kylie Jenner went on from 2016 all the way to 2019 was something that needs to be in the history books. She's literally dated more rappers than I've ever seen in a concert. And you gotta keep in mind, she was pregnant for a piece of that run. Like, her body was done so well that people have forgotten that it was plastic surgery. Niggas making memes talking about some doctor went off like 96 Jordan. And other niggas clowning talking about some stay off the beach, there's enough plastic in the ocean. But we gotta be honest with ourselves. Before all the surgeries, ain't nobody was getting with that woman. No man with sense, at least. Except for maybe Tyga. But in all seriousness, if you didn't care for the surgery, then she was probably a dime piece to you. Because not only was she fine, she was a billionaire at the age of 20. And she had rich family members. And she knew who Kanye was. Like, bro, every dude around my age wanted that. At the time. Some people might not admit it, but they did. Basically, to sum it up, this girl was S tier back in 2018. Next up, Sydney Sweeney. Bruh, when Euphoria came out, I didn't hear anything about it until the second season. And then all of a sudden, it seemed to be the most poppin' show at the time. And when I say people were talking about Sydney Sweeney's boobs every single day, that's an understatement. Bruh, I thought my TikTok algorithm was trying to convince me to watch the show, based off how many TikToks were about this girl. And keep in mind that Zendaya, who every girl seems to be jealous of in the world, was also on the show. So you would think people, and mainly dudes, would be talking about her. But in the show, she also was a recovering addict, so that's one thing. But the way that everybody was on this Sydney train, if you had never watched the show, then you probably wouldn't have even known that Zendaya was on it, just because everyone was drooling over this girl and her tickle bitties. And she knew what she was doing based off of her appearance on SNL and other platforms she went on after gaining popularity. Personally, I wasn't really even invested in the hype, but I can understand why people were rocking with that. Next up, Megan Fox. I feel like Transformers Megan Fox is in every man's starting lineup of women when it comes to movie roles. Me personally, I feel like I would have to analyze my lineup first for me to even think about putting her on there. Not saying that she can't make it or that she isn't on there. It's just actually that I've never thought about it. But even after all these years, I can't lie, Megan Fox still is pretty good looking. Like, in my opinion, the only thing taken away from her looks is her age. And we all know Father Time is undefeated. Does anyone remember when she was in that Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle movie back in 2014? When she played April? I can't even lie to y'all boys. That was 7 years after Transformers, and she still looked pretty valid in that movie. So she was pretty on and off. On another note, I remember niggas getting pressed back when MGK cuffed that. I remember dudes being like, why is she dating this crossdresser? Like, dudes weren't tweaking or nothing, but I remember niggas playing Killshot a whole lot more often. But anyways, I'm gonna keep this one short, because in reality, niggas only cared about prime Megan Fox. But let's keep it a bean. She still had a pretty good run though. Next up, Jennifer Aniston. Now, I know y'all probably might destroy me in the comments, but Jennifer Aniston, in my opinion, might be one of the most overrated women when it comes to attractiveness. The reason why I say this is because I have seen dudes put her way on top over dime pieces such as Sofia Vergara. And I know a lot of y'all finna be like, Dad, when we mention Jennifer Aniston looks wise, it's because we're talking about when she was on Friends. And yes, I know that. And yes, I still think she was overrated back when she started that show. Here's the thing though, I can 100% see the appeal of her. All I'm saying is, I'm not finna sit up here and put her over certain women like y'all do. And let me be fair, I'm not the biggest fan of blonde-haired and colorful-eyed women. So maybe that's where my disconnect comes from. But even then, there are women with those traits who I have found attractive. So maybe, like I said, it isn't just me. But anyways, let me go ahead and move on before dudes start getting pissed off at me about their blonde hair, baby. Last but not least, we got Billie Eilish. Bruh, I remember back when Billie Eilish was 17 because she turned 18 like a few months before I did. Like niggas were anticipating her turning 18 just like they did with Bad Baby. Except Billie Eilish wasn't coming out with an OnlyFans. Because one of the main things was that she was all about covering up her body. Because mainly if no one saw what her body looked like, there would be nothing to critique, fetishize, judge, all that good stuff about her. People could just enjoy her music. Because honestly, yes, dudes are weirdos. Like I remember when there was a photo of her with Denzel Curry, and she just happened to be wearing like a tank top and niggas just lost their minds. Like bro, this girl is 17. Chill. She also shot a commercial when she was of age where she was removing clothing. Obviously, it was censored before all you weirdos go looking for it. But it was basically just to send a message about why she dresses the way she does and how she feels about people wanting to be more in tune with her music. Not just because she looked good or they liked things about her visually, but you know, because they enjoyed it and they actually wanted more music. And basically, yeah, dudes were rocking with this girl, especially if you were a dude who liked that emo vibe from women. I mean, shoot, I'm not really into the whole dark goth vibe, but I was rocking with that. She looked good, honestly. I can be honest, I found this girl attractive at some point. And that's gonna wrap up the video. I think this one's gonna be a little shorter, you know, even though I, got a bunch of names out there. But like I said, let me know if y'all wanna see a part 2. I appreciate y'all for watching. As always, y'all know I rock with y'all. Change the name, Do Rag Dab. You know, that's my new thing. You know, I got the rag on. I'ma move it for some videos. I just like having it on. The hairline ain't the best right now. I'm trying to get it there. But anyways, I'm gonna keep this outro short. Appreciate y'all for rocking with me. Deuce.